Hello and welcome back to episode 10 of Super Spurs with me, DJam FM. Today's matchup will be against Manchester United in the Premier League. A massive game for us. Really need to try and continue what, as you can see from here, has been quite a good run over the last few games in the Premier League. Since the defeat against Arsenal in mid-December, we haven't lost a game, so we're doing quite well, but quite a lot's been happening since we last spoke to each other. In terms of signings there hasn't been anything in terms of activity other than the two players we signed at the beginning. So it's Damari Gray and Suleiman. In terms of outs, we've only had youngsters go out on loans. We've got, let's just say, Zenon go out on loan. Now, I was going to put him into the first team and start sort of like making available for the under-21s, under-18s game, but I thought first-team experience would be good for him. So he's gone out on loan at Barnet. Kyle Walker-Peters wasn't getting much game time, so I've recalled him back, and he's now gone out on loan to Wigan and has played the last 3 matches straight. Really, really good potential in here, so I'm quite looking forward to using him next year. Luke Amos has gone out on loan as well. Clinton, I've decided to loan him out. Since we signed Damari Gray, Clinton wasn't going to be getting much game time. I said the whole point of this series is that the English players come through and develop, and unfortunately for Clinton, just decided to loan him out for the time being until I can figure out what to do with him in the summer. Then we've had, what's his name, Connor Ogilvie, we'll go with that, loaned out to Oxford. Miles Vajokic has gone out on loan to MK Dons, wasn't getting much game time, again recalled him, loaned him out. And Grant Ward, who was on loan at Rotherham, came back and we've loaned him straight back out to him. He can continue playing for them. The big news is that Dele Alli has been requesting a transfer pretty much the entire of January. We kept a hold of him. Man United ended up putting in a £40 million bid for him, but he's not for sale at any price, not for sale. He's 19 years old, he's fantastic quality, he's English, this is exactly what the series is all about. I'm going to wait until the unhappy status is gone from him, and then I'm going to try and offer him a new contract, get him more than 10 grand a week. He'll feel important, feel valued. I rejected the first one, and then he said that he wanted to be the centre of attention, and at the age of 19, when someone's asking for them to be, for the team to centre around them, that's just, that's not on. So I've rejected a few of these transfers, and we'll just see how things go over the next couple of games. He hasn't played at all throughout January. I refuse to play him just as a matter of principle. So Bentaleb's been getting quite a few games. So Dele Alli is back in the team for the first time since it would have been the Stoke game, actually. Yeah, Stoke game. Or no, he did play against Watford. The Watford game we won 3-1. Very pleasing victory, although we were 1-0 down, but the team rallied around to get the win. A couple of goals from Harry Kane. A very disappointing, really, really dull game of football against Mansfield, but we won 1-0 in the Cup. Beat Southampton 4-1. Harry Kane, Song and Eriksen getting the goals. Harry Kane is just absolutely on fire at the moment. We then came away from home against Norwich. We got absolutely battered this game. Somehow found ourselves 1-0 up, and eventually they made their pressure pay with an equaliser from Christian Maggio. 1-1. We came and played up against Derby, and I thought I'd give some of the youngsters a bit of a go. Completely changed up team. 2-0 down. Just after half time, I went mental at the boys. And yeah, Andros Townsend scored a cracker. Really tried to press home to get the third goal, but unfortunately we've now got to play a replay, which in some respects is not good, but in others it just gives those sort of fringe players another game to try and play. But coming up to the Europa League, it's really a game I would have wanted to avoid. Try to get as few injuries as possible. But yeah, today we're going to be playing up against Manchester United. The team is all set. It's the normal sort of team. So in regards to Lloris in goal, Rose, Galloway, Alderweireld, Trippier, Eric Dyer, Dele Alli, Lamela, Eriksen, Song and Harry Kane. So as I said, Dele Alli's first game. If it doesn't go well, we've got Ryan Mason and Bentaleb on the bench. So we'll see how that progresses. Damari Gray's had a couple of games, hasn't really done a huge amount so far, but there's plenty of opportunities for him to try and get himself back into the team. So we're starting off, as I said, at home. We'll be attacking. In terms of the league table at the moment, you can see that it's really tight. The top 5 have sort of really stretched away from everybody else. We've got to try and stick in that top 4 for as long as possible. The draw against Norwich was not good, but we're still right within it. So a point here is the minimum I say we can, that we really should be doing. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Manchester United set up with De Gea, Smalling, Oliveira, Daley Blind, Luke Shaw, Schweinsteiger, Schneiderlin, Depay, Mata, Ashley Young and Wayne Rooney up top. So they've signed Berahino. Very interesting. Very interesting signing. He was one of the people I was looking at in the summer, but decided to go for Zach Clough instead. But the game kicks off. Galloway has the ball and plays over to Lamela now, and Daley Blind comes in with the header. So it would probably be the normal sort of thing where the highlight just comes to a grinding halt. But this is a massive test for us. We have struggled against the so-called big teams. Today is massive. I really, really, really want to get a good result. Harry Kane at the back post. We're 1-0 up after 4 minutes into the game. And it's that man again, Harry Kane. Not a single bid came in for him in the transfer window, which thank the Lord, because he's just been absolutely class for us. Zach Clough has also done very well. But look at this ball over the top from Lamela. Absolutely superb. And Harry Kane on the volley. Kept it low. David De Gea stood no chance. In terms of possession football, sort of typical Manchester United really at the moment. But 28%. I'm going to switch to standard and ask the team to retain possession. Because as in real life, Manchester United don't really tend to do an awful lot with the ball. On Football Manager, with the players that they've got in the current team and set up, they could be very, very dangerous to play against. So I want to try and bring back the possession. You can see there that it's gradually going up. So we're back up to 38%. I can't believe I'm celebrating 38% possession. It's just ridiculous. But that is and continues to be the only opportunity of the game so far. But as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter. We're still winning. But here's the next highlight now. So Manchester United have got it with Daley Blind. Tries to play it over to Memphis. And they're now coming at us with Schweinsteiger. And somehow Ashley Young won the ball. The ball's gone in. But it's offside from Wayne Rooney. Danny Rose got beaten far too easily there by Ashley Young. Mata got ahead of his man. And all of a sudden, the ball was in the middle of our box. Luckily, it didn't come to anything. But we are 1-0 up against Tottenham. Against Manchester United. Oh, dear me. It's been a long day. I'm going to say I'm happy with the performance so far. Do I change anything? Song's not having a particularly good game. Neither. We'll keep it as it is. I'll keep it as it is for the time being. I don't want to alter anything too much. We're going to stick in standard in terms of a playing style. We've got to retain the possession. Manchester United on 63% possession. They've only had 2 shots on target though, so they're not really doing a huge amount with it. I'm going to have to take Song off in a moment because he's not having a particularly good game. But Manchester United are now on the attack with Memphis. He passes it back to Schweinsteiger. Ashley Young with the ball to Juan Mata to Wayne Rooney. No one marking him. Who was number 15? It's Eric Dyer. I'm sure it wasn't his fault. But Ashley Young with the ball through here to Mata. Alderweireld and Galloway both going for the same ball. And there's Wayne Rooney to do exactly what he did in the first half. This time he's onside. And it's 1-1. As you could probably have just seen there, Nasser Chadli has just come on for Man United. They've made another substitution. And Nasser Chadli has just scored. It was going to be him, wasn't it? It had to be. It had to be him. And from being 1-0, not really an awful lot going on, we're now 2-1 down. I'm going to take Song, I'm going to bring Townsend on. Vertonghen for Danny Rose. Vertonghen goes into the middle. Galloway go back up to left back. We've got to go back to attacking. More direct. Stop some of this. Come on, boys. There's not really been a massive amount happening in the game, but they've somehow found themselves from a corner routine. They're now 2-1 up. I knew it was going to be Nasser Chadli. It just had to be, didn't it? It just was going to be him. So, Lloris with the kick up. Ander Herrera intercepts it now. Chadley's on the ball. And Wayne Rooney plays it through to Ashley Young, who's just had the easiest of shots. And Hugo Lloris didn't even react to that. Now, their centre-half, I just noticed, is on a light injury. So with 10 minutes left, I'm going to pause the game. We're going to take Ericsson off for Clough. And really go for this. So we're going to go route 1, pump the ball into the box. Going to go to a slightly deeper defence, just so we don't leave ourselves completely exposed to the back. But it's time to stick 2 up top. Zach Clough, can he come on and get us an equaliser? We're down to 5th, apparently. Crystal Palace have just got an equaliser against Man City. But more importantly, it looks as if the clock's just going to run down. And we're going to continue to drop points against the bigger teams. Not good enough, boys. Not good enough. 1 point separates 4 teams in the league, but as a result of that loss today, we've now dropped to 5th in the table once again. No time to rest though. 4 days from time we'll be playing against Newcastle away from home. But again, another defeat against the so-called big teams. I've been saying this for the last few episodes, but I've got to now get to a point where I've just got to now get a tactic done that stops the big boys from playing against us. I think the next match you'll see from me will be against Everton, because it's a massive game in terms of the league table, and with us being at home, I really need to get a win here. So the next match will be against Everton, so 2 more games to play in the meantime. Everton aren't the biggest club in the world, but in terms of how the season is going, this is a massive game and we have to win it. We've got to win it. So that'll be it from me in terms of today's video. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. Comment down in the section below to let me know how you're enjoying the series so far. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter. All of the details will be in the description below. So until next time, adios.